Hey, what's up, everybody? Feel weird not having music in the background. Um, just a couple things. I've got just a few stack of records that I'm gonna go through. There's some that I got like a couple months ago that I just never mentioned, and I wanted to, and then just some new stuff that I got. I'm trying not to pick up as much. I got bills to pay, and I get kind of out of control, and I did recently get a new turntable, so I need to kind of pay off the the charges for that on the credit card. So try not to put myself in the poorhouse. So my videos may be less unless some good bargains come up. Knowing me, I'll stop for a little while and then get crazy because I just can't not buy vinyl. But I have to be a little more cautious on what I spend, and because just me. So it's also, I don't know if I'll get around to it. I was trying to think of, I was gonna do like a contest. I might still do one, but there are a lot of contests going on right now, and I guess there's a lot always going on. I wanted to come up with something pretty original, and I thought I had come up with something, but then I was like, oh, I'm not sure. So I'm going to think about that for a little more, but on the 14th of this month, I'll have been making vinyl videos for a year. And when I started, I didn't even know the vinyl community existed. I didn't know it was a thing on YouTube. I had my idea of that I was just going to talk about my albums. Maybe in my mind, I thought I would be the only person. Boy, was I in for a treat. I did not really know, like when I started posting videos, then other things started popping up, and my thing was I was never gonna edit my videos. First take is what you got. If I stumble over my words, whatever, I swear a lot. I almost stopped doing it. I sat there for a while with I think 10 subscribers. I think I had the same friends, like my friends that I've known forever were like the only ones commenting on my videos, which was great. But it just kind of, I just kind of felt stupid and kind of felt like, nah. And then I somehow came across Rachel the Music Ma'am, and I did an interview for her live stream channel, and then I got a few more subscribers, and then I started meeting people in the vinyl community and started being more aware of the vinyl community. I had been watching videos. There were a few people like Mike from Hub Tunes. I had been watching his videos. I had seen a few Mazzy. He's huge. Melinda Murphy was another one that I had watched a lot of her videos, just because she was warm and inviting. And but I kept feeling almost sorry for myself, bear with me here. It was this kind of I'm passionate about the music I listen to, and I feel like I'm pretty knowledgeable. I am not as smart as I thought I was. I realized very quick that I know a lot about music, but there are so many more people that know way much more than me. But I think my passion is undeniable, and obviously the love that I have for it. And I thought that I just kind of felt for the longest time like I was the only one that still loved the format. I still loved vinyl records. And when I got back into really starting to collect, I started buying records again in '99, and it started off slow, and I would say probably about 2002 is when the collection really started to grow. And if I had everything that I would have, had I not gotten rid of anything, I probably would have about 5,000 albums. But I started off just buying things at thrift stores and just wanting to have that fill again. So, there was a time I had 40 Barbra Streisand albums. Who needs 40 Barbra Streisand albums? Who needs them, right? I've dwindled that down to, I think I have about 5, and they're the ones that I really, really, really like, and the ones that I have memories of when I was a kid. There might be a couple more that maybe I'd want, but mostly soundtracks and the Broadway album, because that's the best Barbara. But This video is not about Barbara, okay? So I mean, and I got hit with like hate there for a while. I will say I got incredibly lucky. I did my interview, and that was the day that I got hit with about 12 comments, you nasty faggot, and my lisp. Apparently I have a lisp. I have a lisp. And I'm like, a lisp? I'm like, I have that. Guess if you want to call it a gay talk, I guess I do. I don't ever really think of that's the way I talk. I just talk. I don't talk in any particular way, but whatever. And I was ready to pull my channel. I was ready to delete everything and be done with it. And I stopped and I thought, and I said to myself, are you 15 again? Are you letting the bullies at school push you down the stairs and spit on you? Are you letting them tell you who you are? Because the thing about me is that I was called a faggot since I was probably 7 years old. It was ever younger, probably. That's all I ever heard. So my entire life I fought. I fought to not be with that because that's what everybody called me. So when I finally had the courage to come out when I was 22, I was embarrassed. I was humiliated because I was what they told me I was. And it took me a really long time to love myself and be comfortable with who I am and be comfortable with that's the way God made me. If you don't feel that way, put it bluntly, fuck you. I don't have time for it. I don't have time to be put back to that 13, 14-year-old kid again. I don't have time to look in the mirror and hate myself because it took me a very long time to love myself. So I decided to muddle on and continue making these videos because honestly, they make me happy. I get to talk about music, and what's been amazing is I have met some amazing people. When my interview with Rachel, there was a gal, Lisa Tedesco, and she was chiming in, like constantly chiming in. I love her, I love them, and her and I have become really good friends. I met Jenny After Dark, I've met Micah Hubchins, Robert Fithen, these people that are just so kind, and there's so many of you that just like, I'm sorry, it's in my head of who to thank, because there is a select few of you, and then my friends too that comment and watch and seem to enjoy what I put out there. So I have blabbed on for 8 minutes, and this really was just supposed to be a really short video because I have there's maybe 10 albums here that I want to show you, but I just did want to say that I may not be making videos as much. I'm working a lot right now. Just the haters out there, and it's more so not to the haters, to the people that allow those people to make you feel a certain way. We are in control of our destiny. We are in control of who we are. We are in control of how we let people how we let people make us feel. If we allow someone to make us feel shitty, then we're going to feel shitty. If we allow somebody to make us feel like we're not worth something, then we're gonna be it, Be who you are and love who you are, and be thankful for who loves you. And, maybe I don't know you, but I love you all. I love everybody, and I just want the world to be happy and people to love one another. And nobody's got time for the hatred. I work in an industry where I get yelled at on a daily, and I have to smile, and I have to pretend that I like you. I turn a lot of people around, but whatever. It sounds like I'm like putting myself on a pedestal, and that's not what this is about. This is just, I want to thank everybody, all of you. I know there's a lot that I did not mention by name, and I do apologize, but the interaction that I have, the few comments that I do get, I appreciate it. I love talking about music. I love talking about the artists that I have spent my entire life loving. So with that, one of the ones that I missed, I got this, I actually forgot that I had I pre-ordered it like months ago and then it came in the mail and I was like, oh, I totally forgot about this. If you've watched my channel, if you've watched, there's a back video, it's entirely devoted to her. Beth Hart is one of my favorite human beings in the entire world. I have been able to have the opportunity of seeing her live only once. I want to see her many, many times. It was one of the highlights of my life. I cried the entire show. But Beth just did a tribute album to Led Zeppelin. I've also mentioned this, there is not one Led Zeppelin record in my album, so apparently I'm not a real record collector because I don't own Led Zeppelin. There are some really great Led Zeppelin songs. I think I love Robert Plant, the stuff he does with Alison Krauss. I think they're amazing musicians. Led Zeppelin's just never really done it for me. And I think that's okay. I think it's okay that I'm not like a Led Zeppelin fan. Some people may not think that that's okay, but whatever. But this made me honestly, this made me kind of want to go back and not necessarily purchase some. We haven't gotten to that point where I might actually purchase a Led Zeppelin album. If I decide to, why don't y'all suggest one that you think that I should get? But I have not committed to this, but I might now possibly purchase a Led Zeppelin because of Beth Hart. I knew almost all the songs on here. She does Whole Lot of Love, Cashmere, Stairway to Heaven, which I could have done without that because I just feel like that song has been covered a lot, and Dolly covered it, which was beautiful as well. But the Rain song, Good Times, Bad Times, Black Dog. But Beth is just incredible. This is on orange vinyl, and yeah, I just forgot to mention that. This is another one. Now, this is the only thing I have on vinyl of her, but Angel Olsen, she's fantastic. And she just did this EP, I believe it came out last year. It is called Isles. And how fantastic is this? She covers new wave 80 songs and my jams. Gloria, the Laura Branigan song, Eyes Without a Face, Billy Idol, The Safety Dance, If You Leave, OMD. It's just, they're very melancholy and very kind of slowed down and everything, but she's fantastic. So I do want to, I do have several of her albums digitally. I kind of want to start looking into possibly adding some of her original material to my collection. So that's one of the things. I love her. I love Janae OConnor. I got this for like $4 and it was still sealed. Unfortunately, her newer albums, and this is from 2012, but how about I Be Me and You Be You? And I love the song Fourth and Vine, and The Wolf is Getting Married, and it's actually a really good album. It is a really good album, and I love Sinead. I did another weird thing. So the Green Day, and this is the Greatest Hits, God's Favorite Band. It's on blue vinyl. I have Dookie and I have Kerplunk, and I didn't really want to add like any more of their full-length albums. Those really were the only two that I wanted to have in the collection. I may change my mind later. I do that quite frequently. But it was at Target, and it said it was on sale for $14, and I was like, $14 for a double album, I'll just go ahead and I just won't, I won't have coffee this week or something like that. And then when I went to check out, it was $8. I was like, really? Wow. It was like double, and it was normally, I think, priced at like $30. So I got it on $8. That definitely worth $8. I am so happy that I have finally added this album. I want to show you the vinyl on this one though, because it is so gorgeous. And their third album, 999, the biggest prize in sport. This is a repress. This is their, believe 1979 album, and this reissue is from 2011, I believe. 500 copies, which I was amazed that it was still in, like, I was still able to get one when only 500 copies were done in this. I love that it came, so rarely do they come in sleeves like this, and then it actually had the replica of the inner sleeve. But it isn't here. I'll just take it out real quick. I'm gonna try to, like I said, it's so beautiful. Like, how pretty is that? You don't see a lot of green. I have not been able to not, like, I'll listen to something else and then I find myself putting this back on. It's just one of those albums. My friend Jackie had introduced me. I used to work with her, so I've only known of 999 probably since about 2004. And this was the album she introduced me to. I want to go back and get more of their catalog. But this is just stellar. I don't think there's a bad song on it. It opens up with Hollywood and ends with Boiler. And I just, Boiler, so good. Had to get me some hip hop. This here, what is this, 98, 96? Salt and Pepper, brand new. This is the last studio album they did. They still tour and everything. But of course, you know, we have to pretend, if we're Salt and Pepper, that Spinderella doesn't exist anymore. Spinderella does exist. Spinderella, bring it to me one more time. Okay, look, there's Spinderella. She exists, Salt and Pepper. So fun. Let's giddy up, giddy up. This band, I don't remember how I heard about them. This is their debut from 2014, I think. X-Hex. They're kind of like a power pop post-punk, all-girl band. Three chicks. So fantastic. I loved this so much that I got their second album, which this one was released in 2019, and this is called It's Real. They're both so good. The lead vocalist, her name is Mary Timony. She was in a one album band, White something flag. I think it's White Flag, with Carrie, what's her, from Sleater Kinney. And this is such, I don't get that excited over colored pressings, but this is just beautiful. I love that it's just, I think it's gorgeous. So, you know, I don't show the vinyl a lot. It's all about what's on it more than what they look like. But I hate these freaking paper sleeve things. I need to get some of them changed. But I just got 3 more here. So MC Light, Bad As I Wanna Be. I love this album so much. First time I've ever owned it on vinyl. I found it for like $4, so I was really excited about this. It made me think of a topic of singles, so songs that were released completely different on the radio than they were on the album. I never realized before, and I only had this cassette tape, I think, but Cold Rock a Party, it is nothing, the album version is nothing like the single. The single has like the sample of I try to say Donna Summer, Diana Ross's Upside Down, and, you know, I rock the party, yeah. Nothing. She says Cold Rock a Party. That's the only thing that is like even like saying, I love the song Keep On Keepin' On, which features Escape with the background vocals. Loved me some 90s R&B hip hop divas. Then we got some 80s. We're JJ Fad and we're here to rock. I love JJ Fad. I took the longest time trying to memorize the really fast rap. I can do part of it. I'm always rocking, never stop, a devastated rapping lady when I'm on the microphone, and then I stop because I've completely forgot all of it. But I had the first part still. So, and then yeah, that was it. JJ freaking Fad. Thank you. I love them. And then the last, I've really been getting back into Belle and Sebastian. I had kind of deserted them for a while. And sadly, I used to have like 5 of their albums on vinyl. I had If You're Feeling Sinister, Dear Catastrophe Waitress, which is still probably my favorite Belle and Sebastian album. Tiger's Milk. I had 4 or 5 of them, and got at a moment in my life, and I was like, I know they'll buy Belle and Sebastian, so I sold my Belle and Sebastian. I never owned this one on vinyl before, so this is Girls in Peacetime Want to Dance. They have a new album coming out, or it just came out. This is from 2014. It is so fun. This is like a disco record. It is really, really great, and I think probably my favorite track on this is Enter Sylvia Plath. So fantastic, and just I love Belle and Sebastian. I need to get more of them back in my life, so I think if I'm buying anything anytime soon, it'll probably be some more Belle and Sebastian. The sad thing that about Dear Catastrophe Waitress is that one probably won't be added anytime soon, because I did look it up. It is out of print, and it goes anywhere from like $90 to $200. And I had a freaking was it released music on vinyl? I can't remember. I don't want to say that was the version I had, because if that version doesn't exist, then I just look silly. But I felt like it was a special pressing, and they didn't do a lot of copies of it, but maybe I'm completely wrong. But yeah, I really get sad when I especially Dear Catastrophe Waitress, I think. And their album covers are all just so freaking brilliant. Yeah, Stewart, right? Isn't that the lead singer's name? I can't think. Yeah, it's Stewart. Who also did favorite concept musical, God Help the Girl. Brilliant. So I'm gonna be done. So yeah, I think this is gonna be pretty much my I've been in the vinyl community, the VC, for a year now. It's the 14th, but I am working so much that I don't know that I'll have time to do anything anytime sooner. Or maybe I'll pop up tomorrow. Yeah, I'll never know. I've yammered on for 23 minutes. Probably why nobody really watches my video. Oh, they only watch the first 3 minutes and stop. So hopefully you had some cool stuff, interesting things to you guys. Love everybody. I will say that the people that have communicated with me, I just want to thank you again. The people, my friends that I've had through my entire, like, since my childhood to my early adult years, to the new ones that I've met through this community. I just want to thank you all. And I just, I'm not the most popular VC. I don't have a lot of subscribers. I'm almost at 200. Like 178 or something like that. I was stagnant for a really long time, but now I need to shut up. Okay. All right. Thanking you.